by 3. So, anyways, welcome back. It has been a freaking hot minute, and I've missed you guys. So, previously, you guys have traversed most of Wildmount. Let's see. We'll pick up from your meeting with the old dwarf up with the grip. Okay, hold on. Let me check. Vocals are good on Twitch. Yeah.
Me.
Where he gave you some insight to the ages before what you know. He told you about something that lived here back in the Julius Dominion, and he said there were your answers are hidden underneath the hills of Pride Skull. Knowing this information, you guys did the only thing that the Noctua would do, and that is teleport back to the winery that you guys got endorsed for to check in on them, collect some of your royalties and such. Upon arrival to the Oveso winery, Mr. Oveso told you that something has been infecting and encroaching on his fields. You guys went out and found a druid and several beasts. You had a 2-session-long battle with them. You collected several vials of their saliva. And upon investigating the hut where this creature once resided, you found like an orb, but it is so irregular. It looks like a chunk of iron that was crushed together, all right, and rusted. It burnt orange, and when you got close to it, you guys got fucked up. You did some detect magic and identify on it, and found out pretty much that this is some kind of tracking orb for something that you didn't really know, like its origins per se. After that, Mr. Oveso offered you each your own line of liquor, wine or ale. You guys have to make it up and come up with a name that you want it, but he's going to bump up the royalties on those specific things. What else did you do anything else that you want to be said while you were at the winery? I know you guys fucked off a little bit, but
pretty much it.
I think that was the important stuff. So
yep.
I think you went to bed and you woke up and you went to Alton did his teleportation circle for the Cobalt. So is that good? Anything?
Yeah, I think that's everything.
I can't think of anything.
All right. So as you step in to Alton's teleportation circle one by one, you guys come out the other side. That little bit of losing your stomach as you come through the other side. you see 3 individuals, like, kind of startled, and they get up and they start asking, and as Alton steps through as the last one, they stop. Alton, Mr. Thornback. Oh, it's been so long. How are you doing? How are you guys doing? And you see a younger elf, Curious. And you don't know him, Alton, but he obviously knows you. And he starts asking questions. What are you guys doing? Did you
I'm terribly sorry. I at my age, I seem to have forgotten your name.
I'm Bren. I started here after you went on your what everybody said you were going on an epic journey. So it sounds cool. They've been talking about you a lot lately. I think we should probably get you to see Archivist Nim Perry Dark. He will be eager to see.
Yes, of course. Perhaps my friends, we could get some sort of accommodations and freshen up.
They do still have your room.
Okay, we could all pile into my old room.
I've been making sure every day that I go through and dust it for you, sir. It is just an honor to be so excited. Oh, this is great.
So sorry, it's because of my age, but I've forgotten your name.
Bren.
Bren?
Nice to meet you. He's just gonna start
It's
looking
nice to meet
around.
you as well. I'm Alton Thornbach.
Oh yeah. I know you, Mr. Thorn. I know of you. Oh, is that?
I'm going to offer him a hard toffee as I turn to the rest of my group.
Nemo's gonna take a deep breath through his nose, and he's just gonna smell. And I want to know what he smells right now.
Roll a perception check. He's gonna look at Marlo.
Natural 1, man. That sucked.
You must be Marlo. Oh, they said that Alton was traveling with a halfling. How cool! Just really excited. He looks over to Door Spirit. He makes eye contact. Stops for a second, sidesteps. Waves to you, Connell, and Door Spirit. Looks back to Tushar and Nemo. Takes a step back to Alton. Who are these guys? They're not on. Pulls out the book, flips back.
I think he's he curled up as he dove in, and he's gonna stand up and stretch and put his chest out to his full height, almost I don't know how short the ceiling is, but
you're close to it, and probably Bren, shake your hands. Tushar.
I'm sorry, this is my companion, Tushar.
Oh, nice to meet you,
little man.
He prefers Tushi.
Tushi? Okay, and you, sir?
Me.
Yeah. What's your name?
Oh, this is Captain the. This is the Captain Nemo.
Was that?
I am.
Just so we're aware, Mage Hand is out and mocking Nemo the whole time, as is.
Sure, I am, lad.
The Captain Nemo Brightbeard. That's a long name. It's kind of cool. He writes it down in his.
You can just call me sir.
Okay, sir.
A lot of air quotes going around.
I'm so used to it at this point.
It's a dungeon. You know, it's a subterranean room, so a little damp, Nemo. But
I'd like to head to the surface if we can, Master Bren.
oh yes, follow me up the stairs, and you see like the other two do like that sigh of like, thank God this guy's leaving. He has way too much fucking energy for me. But he leads you up the stairs to the first floor of the Cobalt Soul, which goes to a hallway. To the right, you can see the room opens up into the library, and to the left there is a series of rooms. Alton, yours is, I think from here, the first doorway on the left. Prince says, let me go get head archivist Perry Dark. Where will you guys be? Are you gonna be in your room, or are you gonna go hang out in the library?
I want to go up to the room and look to see if the bullet hole's still in the wall.
Okay.
I will follow Connell's lead.
All right.
Assume we're all going to the room.
Fair enough. Make it in. It seems smaller than it was before, but that's probably just the fact that you guys have been out adventuring for about a year and a half now, since you were last here. Make an investigation check.
Oh, natural 20 for a 29.
Okay. You guys see Connell start like remembering where Quinn was, and you know, like kind of mapping like a crime scene out. You know, you put your hand up towards a direction, you go, yep. Look through. It's been patched, but you can still see one part where like the mortar is like kind of sunk in. And you can see like the side of the stone has like a slight curve to it.
Can I dent it just so it looks like it was still there? If not, I'll just fire the gun at it.
You like chisel the mortar away?
Sure.
You could do that.
All right.
Yeah.
I just want to stay there.
Okay. Probably a minute later, you manage to bore out, so you have like now one beam of sunlight that is kicking in from the side.
I'll lean my staff against like one wall, and are there chairs here?
Yeah.
Nemo's gonna just pull out a chair, take his hat off, put it like on a table, and just sit his fat little dwarven body down. So, we're here. Seems like the longest teleport I've ever been on in my life.
Somehow I still can't get used to it.
I prefer. I won't say land beneath my feet, but hardwood floors.
I still prefer transport via plants.
It does seem a little bit more natural.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather walk anyways. But
Tushi, is this your first time in Port Damali?
it is a bit out of where I've traveled before, yeah.
Well, welcome to the Jewel of the Coast.
It is a fun town when you get to explore it a little bit.
So far,
Smell of this.
These rooms. So
Well, you can already smell salt in the air.
I just smell a bunch of dust.
We're Tushar. You can smell through here, and I'll just smell through the wall.
Yeah, you can open
hole.
the window and the breeze.
Oh, Prepbeard will open every window
Yeah.
he can.
kicks a couple of the loose papers that were like on the bookshelf off, and just that smell of ocean. Just
What's the name of the
comes in.
sea?
What?
What's the name of the sea? I cannot remember it for the life of me.
That is. Where is
Hold
it?
on. There's a map somewhere. I see it.
The Lucidian Ocean.
Nope. The Lucidian Ocean, yes. Smell it, lads.
No salty.
Smells like the musk of the wild mother herself.
How would you know what that smells like?
Any lad who's been on the sea knows what the smell and touch of her lady mother smells like.
You often touch your mother.
She's the goddess of the seas.
That's really weird.
Mr. Thornback. Knocking on the door.
Yes, present. I mean, come in.
Opens the door a little bit. Follow me. I'm going to take you guys down to one of the meeting rooms. Archivist Perry Dark is waiting for you.
Excellent. I'll follow along,
Okay.
leading the way. Leading the way with Bren in front of me,
Mhm.
or whomever this is.
It's Pren.
Okay.
30 seconds.
I'll
left.
take up the rear.
All right. He guides you in to not the end of the hallway, but there's like a T where it breaks off. You know, to the left of this T is usually where like the higher up, you know, the acting head of the soul, you know, stays there. To the right is a couple other research rooms, and there are two Cobalt Soul monks standing like shoulder to shoulder, like blocking anybody from going to that side of the hallway. You know, so just before that, he opens the door, and in this large, 15 by 20 room, a big oval wooden table. The walls are covered in history, in the means of books. There is a map on the table, and you see in front of you the acting headmaster, Nim Perry Dark, male elf, tan skinned, bald. You also do see May, blonde hair cut to about here, carries herself with pride. That's all you need. And he goes, oh, he leads you guys in. You're all in this room, and Brent like stands just inside the door for a second, and then you see Headmaster Perry Dark. Bren, when that is all, you can go back to your post. Thank you. Snaps his fingers, walks out, closes the door behind you. Well, it's nice to see you, my friend. And he goes and it gives you like a soft, like hug, as it's been a while.
It is certainly nice to be back, Headmaster.
So, I have some things to tell you, but I'd like to know, what have you been up to? Have you done anything for the soul? Any knowledge?
Oh,
Any research?
I've gained much. And our stories would take probably 2 years to tell.
There may not be things you wish to know.
But if
Only
you
a few things.
like and subscribe, you could. Never mind. You in terms of soul research, as you know, my focus has been on the stars. But I have also been gathering a great amount of data in the old ley line theories. I realize that many in the soul don't appreciate some of this yet, but I suspect they will. And I'm gonna produce two maps, and I'm gonna lay them out on the table. One is a star map, and another is ley line charts of
Okay.
basically areas we've physically been to.
All right. Looks over it. Interesting. So,
So yes, of course, there's more.
what's that?
Well, you see, we've long suspected that the two moons had some connection with the Graviturgist specific of the Dunamancy magic. And now, not only do we suspect we were right, but we were also wrong in that one of the moons is not working in any natural way. And in fact, there's people on it.
People.
Wouldn't call them people, Alton.
Well, there's creatures, sentient things.
They're alive.
What?
Do you have any?
Exandrial. Extra Exandrials. Extra Exandrians?
I think extra Xandrian sounds right.
Well, here. Rolls the top map off of the table, and there is like a theory board laid down, and
Like a conspiracy board with yarn?
no, like a
Okay.
actually, the four OGs, the picture that is the staple point of the theory board that has all of these lines off of it, just like notes all the way around of everything they found out. Right in the center, the picture is the exact same image of the orb that you guys found by the mountain on your first session.
Yeah.
The one that would throw you out of gravity that Alton gave to the Cobalt Soul. And Headmaster Perry Dark says, up until about a month ago, this was just emitting this energy. But a month ago, the color changed to this dark orange. And all of these glyphs lit up. We lost 2 researchers in the room as they were attacked by this infection. We're really no close to finding out where it came from, but we do know that it appears to be a key for something. Yes. Tim.
Where were we a month ago?
You were.
Let me rephrase that. How long ago were we in Zadash watching the moon?
Probably 5. Actually, you know what? probably a month, because you fast all of your transportation in between, like
Yeah.
your new home base, the mountain encounter, and Oveso has all been quick travel. So,
I'm gonna lean over to Alton real. Actually, no, I'll lean over to Connell. I feel like I'm probably near him. Probably a key to a ship of some sort.
You think it's the key to the ship we're looking for?
Aye, lad, exactly.
I mean, I'm sure we could just take it back,
Sure.
whether they want to or not.
When we come to it. Anyways, continue, sir. Continue. Sorry.
So, recently, combined with this oddity of this element activating, we had a bit of a member from the Diastock sub branch come in with another one. He has been traveled down the mountains, and he made it just a couple days ago. With it, we have not figured out what this one does yet. But do you know anything about this, Alton? Your expression is curious.
I would very much like to know more about this particular orb and the person that brought it here.
This is the one that you guys brought, the one that is activated right now. We actually
Yes, but you said there was a
No,
second one.
no, I'm sorry. I thought you had mentioned a second one.
Second one? Oh, yes. Both of them are contained in the research room right now. There's something about it that is affecting us, so we sealed off that side of the facility, and no one can go in there.
And you said someone from Diastock.
Yeah. He's actually upstairs with our medical staff. He was on the edge of death by the time he made it.
We
And
interview
I'm
him?
sorry to hear that,
I
but
know
perhaps
that
we
he
could
was-
go take a look at him. We do have quite the healer in our group.
And I'm from there. So,
yeah, perhaps what's his name? Perhaps Tushar knows him.
perhaps.
Irene? Irene?
What?
Yeah.
Tushar gives this like distressed look to you guys. And
Somebody you
looks
know?
back. That's my man, actually.
You're who?
That I've been getting notes from.
I'm sorry, apparently I haven't been paying attention. You've been getting notes?
Quick refresh. I was in a platoon, spec ops for the military. They all died. 2 of us were
Oh,
left.
wow.
He was in the field. I was in Diastock. Catch up.
You all really need to start doing more background checks on people you let in. I mean,
So he's been sending me notes. That's why I got the thing about the map and the ship and the go over thing and do the things, and I couldn't read it. You guys could. That's him upstairs.
right.
Well, he is
Sure.
very ill. Something. I'm gonna guess it's being in the proximity for the amount of time that he was with this. It's not pretty. But if you wish to see him, I don't know if we can fit all of you up there, but I can certainly take a few.
I can, I'll stay behind. Marlo, you're much more proficient healer than I am.
Yes.
being
I'm gonna do the
level-
opposite of healing.
level-
So
fucking whatever level cleric I am. I'm only level 4, so. Alright, Connell, how about we go get some air? Me and the boys will.
some ale, perfect.
Yes,
I know
ale!
just the place.
Marlo, I guess I want to go see someone with me.
Alton,
Absolutely.
you'll have to go too, Alton. They'll need.
I assumed just for ambassadorial purposes.
So, you three are going to get beers from the place that I don't remember the fucking name to.
Yes, we're gonna go drink with some
Start
seamen.
looking that up.
Oh, was that the dwarf place?
Yep.
Sure is.
No. Oh no.
I forget the name of it.
That's where we're going, though.
Do they have our pictures on the wall?
No,
Not anymore.
we look totally different.
Totally.
Besides, you have different company this time.
So, you three, by Tushar, Marlowe, and Alton, are led back through the Cobalt Soul into the library, up a set of stairs where you ascend to the second floor, which is like a kind of like a half floor because the library is open to the roof. Lead you down 15, 20 feet into the last door. They knock on it quietly, open it up. We have some visitors. You know, at the Perry Dark opens the door completely. It is okay, and you see two females like attending, bandaging like his arms, like replacing the bandages. He is like bleeding and scarred from all over. Like he's fully, it almost looks like mummified, right? But stable, breathing, unconscious current, like asleep, you know, eyes closed, not actually dead or anything like that. But Tushar, stature, like when you walk through that room and you see the body, that checks a box. And you like walk around the room and you see like his pack, you know, and you can see like the stamp from, you know, like the army bag kind of stamp in the corner of it with his initials. And you confirm that this is in fact your old partner.
Yeah, that's him, Marlo. That's his bag.
This is him.
Yeah, and one of the like the lead medic will say like we've been keeping him alive for now, but our medicine is herbal, and most of the priests, they don't come this way much, not for free.
You mind if we have a moment with him? Can we have the room? You can just stand right outside the doorway. I just, you know, he's my buddy. I just, you know.
Walton, you're
If it
staying?
makes you feel any better, I'll stand on the other side as well, to give my friend Tushar some space with his good friends.
Okay. Give him the room. No
Thank
funny
you.
business.
Appreciate it. I don't do jokes.
Looks at Alton. Well, you found one that doesn't, huh?
No, that makes me the funny one.
they step out and leave you three in the room.
Tushar's gonna kneel next to the bed. Still gonna be like way too tall for it. Marlo, if he's got what we started to get when we had the thing back at that orchard, whatever, we had to burn ourselves to get it out. Legit. I actually like went unconscious.
I actually have theories about that, and I wonder, could have a hot spring have done us just a good day? You know, maybe. Does it have to be so hot? I wonder.
You only know
Unfortunately,
the one way that it worked. You know, you didn't really experiment with it, so
It was very improvised.
but I fear your friend has it quite badly.
Hmm.
Quite badly.
yeah.
Can I just make a medicine check to see, or just a check to see, you know, what the current state beyond, you know, what their healing has done, if it's progressing or if it's more just still stable?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, that's a 9 on the die plus 10, so it's a 19.
Very good. You can see like all of the different medicines and herbs that there or plants, any kind of like stopping wounds from spreading or infections that you know about. You can see that the medics here have exhausted all of that as you like, you know, walk around his body, like pick some of the bandages up. You can see that it's deeper, like the wounds from you where like you guys had like just those little scars, you know, that were left in certain spots where it hit. These are like untreated wounds for weeks. They are infected. It is like the skin around the wound, instead of being like skin toned or pale, it's starting to turn that burnt kind of rusty orange, like the skin is. And the wound itself is like getting hard to the touch. With a 19, you get him like on his side a little bit. It's like you're tracing where the wound is the worst, and it's actually like up on his back. And you get that he probably had it in his backpack when he was traversing, and it started eating away at his back, where like his belly and his legs, the wounds are less, but they're still 10 times worse than anything than you've seen. He is a step away from death.
Do I get the feeling that trying to treat him might kill him?
Possibly.
Perhaps that would be mercy.
Possibly.
I
mean,
Tushar, how well do you know this person?
Pretty good actually. I spent the majority of my military career in the same place as this guy.
Then let me ask you another question. How much do you love this person?
He's like my brother.
I'm going to be about as honest with you as I've ever been. I don't know if they can survive what we have done. Certainly, you got it the worst. Only you know how strong and if he'll be able to survive.
I mean, I wouldn't have left him alone in the woods by himself if it wasn't a toughest jerk I've ever known. But besides myself, only thing I can offer is I can do healing while something else is happening, but I've got one shot on something.
And then I can ask you one more question, which is, how well do you trust someone else to do this?
I guess it depends on.
Because I think it might have to be us.
I mean, looks like whatever's going on with healing isn't really doing as much as we like.
No, unfortunately, as much as I love the medicine of the woods, this requires something much more powerful and more potent.
Question, just a thought. Would it be possible for someone to hold like a fire spell in their hand over his skin as we try to heal him? Or if Alton could put gravity or something on a little fire thing and hold it above his. I don't know magic that much, but
well, I don't know if you recall, but I did I did try to do something similar to that to kind of remove it from myself the first time we got it. I mean, there are means we can be a little bit more, I guess, precise with how we do this. We don't have to be brutal. I mean, there are other means, we could fashion possibly some wire or some metal patches. I could possibly heat the metal to, help extract, and then like the opposite of a cold press, like a hot press, we could push it on and try to extract. It's going to be painful regardless, and it is going to require delicate hands. So I just want you to know that if we are going to do this, he may not live.
And Alton, I know Jeff's not here, but he will certainly use any means of his Graviturgist magic to kind of divide the fire from the healing, if that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So.
All right. Do you want to take a swing at this now?
I mean, he's got his days numbered at this point.
Okay. Would you prefer we try the gravity heat method, or maybe using metal to extract it?
I think we
kind
should
of a
probably do
third.
metal first, and then
Okay.
Jurassic after.
Okay. I like your line of thinking. Cool. Do you have any flat blades? And Marla pulls out her scimitar.
I may have a thing or two. Actually, I got a spare hand axe, so that work.
You know what? That might work. It's pretty flat. I think that might work.
All right.
Marl, you have that dagger.
I know, but I'm looking for something more of very flat and with a wide surface area, so I could place it on a man's back instead of a scimitar is kind of I might cut him between his blades. I don't know. Dagger seems a little off. Seems more Connell's style. But sure, Marlo's going to take the axe and put their hand up to it and kind of just rub it and heat metal on the head of the axe.
Okay. And Tushar, are you doing anything during this?
I can use a cure wounds or something during. if need be.
Tushar, hold this axe. You know what? You're going to be much stronger, and if it gets too hot, you can make it cooler. I will heat the metal for you, and guess what? I will do the healing. All right.
Okay.
I can make sure that I am producing a stable heal. So I can do that, and I will hand him the axe and call forth, just to be safe, a 5th level healing spirit.
Okay.
I will use kind of my 2 hands, do like that 2 hands hovery bullshit over his body. And then as I close my eyes and concentrate, my green giant is like ghosting me, and his shadow aura shows up behind me and helps me heal.
And Alton, I said that you could use your Graviturgy magic to kind of grab the shards and divide them from the healing, kind of focus, help focus rather than it just be like a wide span. Okay.
As always, you have my consent to do with me what you will, Dungeon Daddy.
Okay, so this is what I need. I need, Marlo, what's your spell casting? Is it wisdom?
It is.
It is? Okay, so go
Yes.
ahead and I need a wisdom check from you with proficiency. Tushar, I need a strength check from you with proficiency. And Alton, I need an arcana check from you with proficiency.
Marlo got a 16.
Okay.
I rolled bad and got an 11.
Okay.
Also rolled bad and got a 15.
15. So as you heat the axe, you see the shards start to rip from his body, and Alton is holding them and grabbing and kind of forcing them into the axe. So it's like a magnet almost. Ting 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 ting. Tushar, you're it's getting hard, and then all of a sudden you see your partner laying on the table unconscious start to seize, right? Like starts to shake and have a seizure, and it at that time the healing spirit, the green giant, just reaches over you guys and just puts his arms like around everything. And it starts to settle down. You rolled good on that concept. We need one more round. All you guys. Same thing. Wisdom, strength, and intelligence.
18.
Okay. And these are based on saving throws, right?
No, skill
Or
checks.
check.
Yeah. Also, did you roll for that healing spirit that round?
I did not. Hold on. I said 5th level healing spirit, which is 4d6. This is why I got all my d6.
Yeah, I got a 19 that time.
12.
12. The shards start to fly out. Like Alton's, this guy's been around this orb for so long. There
15.
15. There are
Yeah.
so many where the heat metal isn't grabbing. You're not being able to capture all of them. They start flinging around. Tushar, you take 4 points of damage. Marlo, you take 4 points of damage. And that's off the table. I don't want that one. Alton, you take 4 points. It was 3 4s on a D4 in a row. It's pretty good. You just like you're pulling them out, and it's just like floating across the room. It's having a hard time trying to get them. But after about 30 more seconds, or 5 rounds. What was your healing for the first one?
It was 15.
15? Okay. Second one? How long? The healing spirit's what, 10 rounds? It's a minute? Or 10 minutes?
It is up to a minute.
Okay.
Concentration. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Second one is 14.
14?
Yep.
Okay. Keep going.
That one's 9.
Okay. I need you all to make con checks right now. The 3 of you. It's like now you've been around this heat metal.
Checks or saves?
Saves. Saves.
10.
10,
The 24.
24,
19.
19. Marlo, you take a point of exhaustion as you're like maintaining concentration and heating this. It is intense. And then with the jolly green giant just wrapping around you guys. After a couple more rounds, you manage to extract all of these shards from him. You can wait a second. He's breathing and the healing at the same time. It's like almost flush for the damage that he was taking from removing these, and you're healing. But you were just up at the end of the minute. He's what was your last roll? Roll one more healing spirit.
I'll roll one more, but I do want to once he looks like in a stable position, I want to actually cast a heal on him.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
And the last one will be 4, 6, 11.
All right. You managed to extract all of them, and he is still breathing. He is severely hurt and beyond exhausted. You guys know when you're experienced with this that you got that exhaustion just from the initial thing. He's been carrying it for many days. So you see him after open his eyes, look around the room. Sure. And pass out. You said you're gonna dump a healing into him?
I'm going to dump a heal into him for 70 hit points.
Oh. So I'll say that it starts sealing up those wounds into the scars, right? But he is going to be passed out for a little bit.
He's in a coma.
And Marlo, you have that 1 point of exhaustion, and at the end, this very intense, short period of time that you guys jumped and did this. It's stressful, but he is, what's the word? Medical terms. He's
Stable?
Yes, that's the word. That's what I'm looking for.
And How to Save a Life is just finished playing.
So he's good, but probably a day or two of rest before he's up. You would Marlo would grab that with her medical background.
I'm going to bring the gentleman back in, and I'm going to explain to them the process that we use for the extraction. I'm going to explain how it is almost inhumane and only use it when unnecessary, and to give these few suggestions a trial. And she's going to talk about the hot tub idea.
Kishar is gonna sit on the floor. Wipe the sweat off.
Yeah,
of his-
the axe, you like set it down, and Alton releases his just controlling the gravity and just like pellet
Like
gun, like the balls for pellets, just hits the floor and rolls out and just and you guys look, and there's probably like a solid 3 or 4 pounds of metal that you have pulled from this guy, just sitting like in a pile on top of the axe, rolling out, and it's like gnarly. It's almost like it's not like BBs. It's more like little arrowheads, like flints.
We should be careful to avoid that and make sure it's contained with the rest of the orbs.
I think that's a good idea.
Tushar, that's some weight off his shoulders, am I right?
But good one, I guess.
This is
I'm sorry, I'm loopy tired, you know, like when you do something you're very proud of, but you're exhausted.
I get it.
Holy shit, man, we just saved this guy.
Thank you so much, guys, for the help.
this is
I don't know what I would have done.
this is amazing. Can you do it again?
I hope not.
We have 2 more inquisitors that were around the orbs, studying them when they started to glow, and send these whatever.
What kind of condition are they in? Because this man is very tough to have survived this, and he's very lucky.
They're not at that point. As soon as this was activated, we pulled everybody out of the research room and sealed the doors. We have not been in since. So, but they are in their rooms resting, but still have the similar condition. Just not as bad as I think his name is Aaron.
We can share. We can show you. We can do one, and if you see fit, and if you have any questions, we can do the second one. But if not, you can do it yourself, maybe.
Well, funny thing, we are not wizards here. Actually, Alton has been the black duck of the Cobalt Soul his whole life, as he is literally the only wizard. And that is because someone saw his potential with Graviturgy. Actually, about that, it fears that we don't have time for proper celebration. He cuts himself off, looks at Marlo. You're sure he is stable? Can you not hear me?
You were breaking up.
Went a little underwater.
Okay. He says, speaking of the only wizard, wait, this guy's stable? He can rest. We don't need to stress. Well then, follow me real quick. He brings you back down into his chamber, pulls out like this wooden box, opens it up, pulls out this rope, like it's not a cloak, it's more of a rope, with that Cobalt Soul blue for most of it, with the silver border all the way around, and the symbol of Ioun on the back in the center. I did not think I would ever be giving you this, but it was made a long time ago for this situation. So, when you are done with your adventures, you can pick your soul of choice and be the headmaster of Graviturgy magic for the Cobalt Soul. And he says, turn around. And you're like, Alton, you like spin around, and he takes whatever robe you have on, puts it around, and the Ioun symbol is right at the connecting piece And as soon as you put it on, you feel more protected. May this protect you more. Because, well, I doubted you in the past. It is quite obvious that you are a good judge of talent and have surrounded yourself with competent people. And you are very competent yourself. And we have much work to do. And
It is an honor to serve the soul, and it is an honor to have earned your respect as well. I thank you.
all the jesters go on, and he's distracted, by this shit that's fucking happening. But let's go ahead and take a quick break before we go to the other group. But we'll say that this scene starts to fade down, and I gotta go to the bathroom. So
I imagine Tushar is gonna give Alton like a huge pat on the back. His like hand takes up like half the middle of your back. Promotional opportunity.
What's fucked up is I wanted to do a clothing upgrade, so like this just builds into it. So like, thank you.
Alton, I believe we get kickbacks if you get the bonus, right? That's in our contract.
I'm sure I can find ways to continue to pay you to be around me. Yes. I mean, as you know, our contracts are null and void, but I do wish to retain all of your services and friendship.
that's the conversation that the movie camera picks up as you guys are walking down the hallway, and it cuts to black. All right, let's let's go break. Ooh, sorry. All right. Okay.
I didn't make that up. Andy gave that name.
No worries.
I didn't
No
make it
worries.
up
Really? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I think you made it up.
Okay.
Look, this isn't about blame. I'm not pointing
Oh,
fingers.
man.
He gives me a hard time for making hard names. So
Look, I
You make
I
names
used to be
like
totally against it, and then I
Sutsabo.
started doing it just for fun, and I love it now.
You throw on a
Tsutomu.
DM a name that is like Japanese, which I struggle with anyways, and then it's pronounced like the S kicks it off, but it's a TS, and my brain is so elementary that I have to pronounce every letter. It literally, I wish I was like Jeff Smart, because then I would just roll through this, and there would be no comical, it wouldn't be funny, but it would be right.
That's why we.
But then all your note taking would slow everything down, Andy.
Oh God, my note taking.
It would really kill the gameplay. I'd be like, hold on, one second. I can't type while I talk.
I took the best notes for the 4-shot. Like, I was looking back at all my campaign books for everything I played in, and that 4-shot, I can read the notes and I understand. I mean, now it's only 2 words because I can't really formulate 3 words or more in one sentence. So, anyways, we're back live. We're beating up the.
Oh, hey,
DM
live.
itself.
Hey, gang. I just want to say that I love taking notes, and I hate that when I DM, I can't keep up with my own notes at the same time.
Yeah.
And it bothers me so much, that I have to like backfill the notes in the next day and like hope I remembered.
I have the opposite problem of where I take 0 notes, and then when I DM, I take 0 notes, and I have to remember everything.
I'm always like Terry could go back and listen to it. I hate this sound. I am
I have a hard
astonished
time with myself too.
that you guys have listened to me every other week for 2.5 years. Because if I had to do that, I probably would have quit.
To be fair, everyone hates their own voice.
Oh, I can't stand it.
I had to get used to it when I was in the radio, so now I go back and do my own clips for my VODs and everything. But
Oh, my headphones got unplugged.
See, you're a pro at it.
Anyway, I believe some of you were about to get wasted in the morning.
No.
What time is it?
We
Mid-morning.
Yeah, it's definitely mid-morning.
I'm gonna
It's
say
brunch time.
I'm gonna
Mimosas.
11Z's.
As quick as the conversation went with the 2 kind of head figures, and Alton, they're not like actual bosses. The guy retired. I think in your session 0, we said that the main headmaster like went on his spiritual quest, and there was an open spot. So, that conversation in the meeting room with the maps and about what you found and him showing you a little bit about that was hours long. So let's say it's noon, midday. You guys find your way to the door.
I smell the sea air, boys.
I like to smell a dirty pub.
I smelled a dirty pub once. Anyways.
Find your way just before you enter. Man, I wish I had my fucking notebook. Yeah, I can't believe you guys, one of you doesn't have the name of this town, because it was funny.
I know, I don't have it on me.
Whatever. I want to say, just before you enter, you and Dorspira have that, like, moment of eye contact and a smirk, because if I remember right, something,
I want to flash the religious symbol I took from him.
the initial bond for you two, as close as you are, happened here, I believe. Which you walk through the doors. Probably a dozen people. It is lunchtime, so a lot of fish and chips is happening, but you can smell Brightbeard. I would say for you,
You can smell Brightbeard.
it's got a kick, like the seasoning that they use in this pub. It's like not necessarily Cajun, but peppers.
Got some spice to it.
Yeah.
Exotic.
But you walk in, dozen people eating. You see a couple packs of dwarves at tables. You also see like one group at a big, like that corner bench in a restaurant that can seat like 8 people. You do see like one elf or half elf, hard to tell. 3 or 4 humans, a gnome, a halfling, and a dwarf, all sitting at it, wearing similar colors. For us, almost like a biker gang. Nemo, you would probably gather that this is part of a crew.
Would I recognize any of the symbols on them?
Make a history check.
Actually, not bad. 17.
17. All right. There was one job. That's why you were in Port Damali before you found the flyer here. You were supposed to track down this one ship called the Skyline. And grab some, just gather intel because you were really low level. See if they were carrying any valuables. And then you got caught up into that. It seems like they're back in town.
Boys, you know how to pick 'em. Seems like a fine establishment.
From around the corner, as you guys walk up to the bar, you can see this probably the lightest skinned person in here, human, very jaundiced, grabs his banjo, kind of walks over to the little corner stage, which is only like a 3x4 stage. It's only raised like 4 or 5 inches off the ground. Sits down at the chair and just starts plucking his banjo. And it sounds horrible for like the first time through the riff, and then his mind, the muscle memory picks up, and he starts just plucking away at this banjo. The bartender.
How far away from the Cobalt Soul are we?
This was, I don't know.
It wasn't far.
Yeah, 5-10 blocks.
Did we catch a name for this group? Or at least something I can call them in my notes?
They
Skyliner crew? Or Sky, what was it? Skyflyer?
The Skyline.
Skyline crew. Crew of the Skyline. Well, would Alton and them know to come here to see us, or do we need to just kill some time and then go back?
We start by killing some time. Chances are they'll know we're in some place.
Well, we're always in some place, that.
Usually just not the right ones.
Well, let's hope this is the wrong place. And I'll throw down like a couple of copper down and for like, your shittiest ale, my lad. 3 of them.
Light or dark, huh? Light or dark?
Do I look like a dwarf who drinks a light ale? Well, you'd be wrong. I drink all of it. I'll take 3 of your darkest ale.
Alrighty. And he turns around, grab pitchers, I assume. 3 pitchers or 1 pitcher, 3 cups?
Oh, 3 pitchers.
I look and cuddle up and down. Hi, pitchers.
Pitchers. Barrel.
You can keep the cups. Just grab a pitcher and just start drinking out of it.
6 silver.
But yes, I have that, of course. Sort of like rummaging through.
Told you we go to nice places.
10 silver and a gold.
Yep.
Yep.
I hate money, and I hate it more at D&D.
All right, so you said 6 silver?
Yep.
All right, there we go. I will pay 6 silver.
How kind of you. And he turns around and, walks down to the next customer.
Any of you taller lads see a seat?
What?
Any of you taller lads see a seat we can find?
See plenty. Question is, do we want to be near people, or?
It depends on what you plan on discussing.
Let's find. Can we find a corner table? Kind of. I'll say to the right of the door, like along the wall.
Yeah. Do you want to be next to the window so you can see the street, or do you want to be like on the opposite side of the bar?
I think seeing the street's a good idea.
Yeah, I'd like to see the street.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It is a high top, and
Fuck.
3 of the chairs are good. One of them, whoever has the high passive perception can see that, like, the spindles are like out of one hole.
My passive's 19.
Yeah. So, like, you pick the one chair that you don't want to, like, step on the rung to get up because one of the legs doesn't have spindles into it, and you can just imagine once your weight sits on that, one leg goes out, and you'd be.
Your spirit, you don't want this one, and I'll pull it away. And I'll swap just with another one.
I'll shimmy my way up. Put my picture up on the table. All right. I'll kind of take a look outside, see how busy the street is.
I would say because of where you have been, mostly outside of the little underground Zadash, your time in Zadash, but you guys actually spent like 2 or 3 months in Zadash doing shit.
Yeah.
This is almost on the line of anxiety until you like get used to it, because there are a lot of people. Port Damali is the largest city.
Not too surprising to Lisa Brightbeard, I'd imagine. I've been on the coast. I've been in Port Damali and Nicodranas and all that.
No, I'm just saying, as you guys have been kind of sequestered.
Yeah.
You do get used to it, but it's almost like,
Thank you, lads, for coming out with me. I don't do well in such official settings with
Honestly, they're very stuffy.
organizations and whatnot. I'm pretty sure I've stolen from them many times.
You wouldn't be the only one.
Uh,
I'd like to situate just so I can see like the door and the window and like the bar.
And just keep an eye out.
Yeah, just kind of keep an eye. I kind of want to keep an eye on that crew too. Just see kind of what they're doing or if anything.
Looking or listening, because I'm gonna say, and this is something I'm gonna do more in future campaigns, because it's gonna be better when it's lower level. But if you're in a busy place, perception's gonna be visual or hearing.
Yeah, I'll say visual, just because we're kind of tucked away in the corner, and I'm assuming the music's going. So.
All right, make a perception check.
Right.
Ospira,
Aye.
you're a devout
Wait,
follower.
Ospira's here?
A devout follower of the we can speak freely here in Port Damali of the Moonweaver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tim's asking. Yeah,
Actually,
Tim's asking.
you would know that Port Damali actually has in the center of it homage to the moon.
Right. We can speak more freely than we've been able to in the past. You have a connection to her that I could not fathom. How fucked are we
She's been growing weaker over the past few months. So
I feel she's not the only one. The storms are getting quieter. The electricity I often feel is weaker.
Yeah, I'm no longer finding solace in the moon at night.
I agree. I'm the same. The storms in the evening and in the wee morning hours are less and less comforting. This worries me. We're going to. I don't even fathom what the words I'm about to say mean. If we're going to go to Ruidus, I feel like weak connections to the divine are not good.
Yes, but I fear I'll never feel the same if this false moon doesn't perish.
No, you're right. I mean, the Storm Lord and the Moon Weaver are, and the Wild Mother herself are all part of a. That's the word I'm looking for. They all work together. I mean, the tides rise with the moon. And the Wild Mother, she is the goddess of the seas. And the Storm Lord watches over those seas with his thunder. And if I'm honest, I don't think anything will be the same until we deal with this matter. But I still think we're mighty fucked. I'm just gonna just down half my pitcher again, slam it down.
Yes. However, I feel as good as I've ever felt with this group, and I feel she's never led me astray. So as long as we're together, I feel like we can accomplish this task.
I guess you're right.
Being together got me maimed.
A person's only as strong as the crew he surrounds himself with. You're not wrong there. I just worry if we fail, what it means for the rest of this world.
Well, to put it in Connell's words, we ain't gonna be here, so fuck it.
Fair.
Sound like me.
Fair.
No, but seriously, we can't fail.
Like Alton says. We can't lose.
Drink to that. All right. Connell, what are you looking at? You keep looking over.
You're muted, Andy.
You get inspiration for that. Your next roll for quoting Alton in that way.
Okay.
I fucking like that, Alton's only
keep
said
looking
that
over your
432 times over
right.
65 campaigns. So.
We can't lose.
You keep looking over your shoulder, lad. What are you staring at? What's caught your eye? You found a mark.
2 dwarves. Older. Older in the sense of they have aged since the last time you saw them.
Oh no.
A little bit more defeated. And as you're pegging them, pinging them, they walk in, they sit down. You see one look over your way, and then his head quickly shifts away from you, and they grab a couple pitchers, just like yourselves, and they walk to the other side, and like 2 high school kids out at a restaurant for the first time, they're like sitting at the table, leaning over, kind of having like a quiet conversation. Like,
Do you know
They
those two?
s- One sec. Do they still have, or do they have any of the religious symbols on them?
uh,
Or visible, I should say? Because I think it was, what, a pendant?
yeah. No. The pendant is gone. Yeah, you don't see anything. Not from this distance, and not as like you peg them as they're walking in. You only get really, that side view, so you don't grab it.
So, Connell just kind of leaning a little bit to the table. Their spirit, you remember them?
I get my mage hand ready, and I'm waiting to see what you do in response.
No. We tried that one already.
I would imagine when Dorspear looks over, he's like you don't look that way, and Dorspear just.
Oh, 100%. I'm gawking the hell out of this situation.
Well, Nemo, since this was a little before your time, and I'll pull out the symbol, the Dawn Father it was. Still a necklace. I like to think I'm wearing it. Pull it out. This was from them.
Aye, the Dawn Father, common dwarven god, makes sense.
Is that what it is?
I mean, I know a lot of dwarves back home in Craghammer who worship the Dawn Father.
Oh,
Never was one for such order.
Kind of just looked like a souvenir to me.
So you nicked it.
Long story short, yes, we walked away with it.
That's the thing.
Maybe a couple scrapes along the way, but
Often you'll find that with our kind in taverns, so not surprised.
I'll just keep it out.
You gonna pull it out?
Yeah. I'm not gonna wear it. I'll just take it off and kind of put it on the table. Other than that, is there anything that crew's doing?
Yeah, they are jolly. They're actually starting to make a bit of noise as you guys get deeper into your conversation. Finish your pitchers. It does take a minute for the bartender to come back to you. As
Actually, can I gather the tankards?
Yeah.
Even if Dorspira is not done, I'll just be like, oh, we need more. And I'll grab them and head over towards the bar. But in doing so, I want to stay closer to see kind of what they're getting rowdy about. I'll listen to see if I can pick anything up.
All right. It's easy. They're starting to get rowdy. They're playing a dice game. And it appears every time the person loses, they gotta fucking chug their beer. And it seems like they're really, really hammering on the gnome. And like, even with your passive, you can tell the gnome, gnomes live a lot longer than you will, like you understand, that. But this looks like a young gnome, and he looks like already on the verge of fucking barfing his brains out. And this is probably some kind of hazing that these, sea legs are putting on a new guy. And actually, I will say that you do pick that every time one of the guys rolls, and you probably only get 2 or 3, like in your passes, they're totally fucking cheating. They're totally fucking cheating.
How so? Is it look like loaded dice, or are they just?
It's like a game. The first time, like as you're walking by, you see the guy. They roll off just like 4 it'd probably be 6-sided die, because that would be the easiest to replicate in that time. But as it starts to roll and you get that slow-mo where it's going on like a 1 or a 2, one of the other guys slams the table with his mug, and Al, goes all over the place, and the dice rolls a little bit more onto it, the higher number, and the guy's like, oh man, this is, and he's like, he doesn't get it. He's too young, too oblivious to the situation. But I mean, you probably went through similar things in your early years with the myriad and such. Not necessarily this, but there is a hazing whenever you get into a single faction.
Yeah. When I head back to the table, I'll put the pictures down.
I think it on.
He says 8 silver now.
No, it was 6.
No, it was 8.
No, it's gonna be 4 now.
Oh, well, here, grabs the tankard, starts pulling it back.
I'll look over to the table.
8 silver.
You look back at our table?
I'm gonna look back at at our table.
If I see Connell looking at me, I'm gonna get the fuck up. I'm gonna
say, you have the chance. It was 6.
Yeah,
you're down to 2 now.
Completely. It was 6, and usually, actually, I will say every patron but you guys leave, some gratuity for me filling up the pictures the way I did, and your dwarven friend, he, obviously wanted nothing to do with that, so I'm telling you, the price is 8, or you can leave.
When you put it like that, it makes total sense. It should be more for a shithole like this.
Hold on.
And I'll smack.
Hold on.
I smack the ales.
Cotton, hold on. And I'm gonna get up to the bar. Lad, I don't know how you do things here in the big city of Portamoli, but where I'm from, gratuity is given after you receive fine service, and not until you receive all of that service will I give a dime of gratuity. I plan on drinking more than one passing.
Ed, I was giving you a deal on the first one, as I have never seen you, and I was trying to be nice. Ed!
I'm sorry, you don't know who I am.
No, I don't. And actually, the price for a pitcher is 3 silver pieces. So it would be 9. And I was still giving you a deal, but you have to be like that. And, I can obviously tell you are East Coast guys. Because here on the West Coast, we are, generous to our servers, all right?
When he says that, I'll reach in, but in doing so, I want my sleeve to come up and show the tattoo. And I'll activate it. So it is a. Was it? Is it intellect?
Yeah, it was like a 13, and
yeah,
he crushes that. Right?
Okay.
He doesn't really crush it. I rolled a 14. So
the crew that's over there. Did you say they were mostly dwarfs? Or were they? What kind of crew were they?
I would say that they are probably like they were mostly human. There was a couple dwarves, a gnome, a halfling.
I want to walk over there to them to the crew. Hey lads.
Hey.
Do I recognize their crew? The Skyline?
Yeah.
Have I encountered them before in the past?
You've been on the sea enough to know.
Yeah. Hey. Now, lads, I'll buy a drink for the first one who tells me a tale of Captain Nemo Brightbeard.
The bar gets silent.
It's at this point where you hear Darth Spirit go, Connell, we know those guys. We know them.
It points over, and at this point, you hear the like half-assed bard that was playing the banjo. You start to pick this octave kind of melody, you know, and he's like, there was once word that there was a captain on the sea, and his ship was sank and long forgotten.
I fucking like point at that guy and look at the bartender. Now, lad, and then I look at them. Any of the rest of ya heard of Captain Nemo Brightbeard?
What was your ship? One of the dwarves says to you.
My ship.
Yeah, what was the name of your ship?
Before I changed its name or after.
Well, that's just confusing. Why would you change the name of your ship?
When I sailed the seas, slitting throats of anyone who crossed me. Fuck, Alton, what did I call it?
I know I have it written down, but I'm like, this is years ago.
It was like the Crimson Scabbard, sword or something like that.
Star Sapphire or...
Well, I'll go with that. That's what I called it afterwards. My ship was, before it sank, it was known as the Star Sapphire.
You see one of the guys, like, tip his rum on the floor, like, pour one out. Oh, yeah, I've heard tales.
See, and this man be trying to cheat. And I'll point out to the bartender. Me and me friends. Overcharging and whatnot.
Hey, what's the price of a pitcher? He yells out, and the bartender goes, 3 silver pieces, but I give the nice ones a discount. What'd you pay? Just asking. Bard, like...
It's not the price. It's not the money, lads. It's the disrespect. He called me cheap.
Would you leave a tip?
I'm not done drinking, lads.
Oh, we tip after every order here. It's a misunderstanding. It's all right. He lost his ship. He forgot to leave a tip. You know, you see one of the dwarves get up, and the one that tipped some of the rum goes over and puts a couple gold on the table. He says, the next round's on us. Forget about it. Have a fun time. And gets going. Like, bringing tons of ale to the table. Trying to really make a scene. All three of... No. Kano and Dorspira. As it gets louder, you see those two dwarves, like, you know, not necessarily cower, because I don't think dwarves are capable of cowering, but the fear of embarrassment, because I'm pretty sure you guys embarrassed them last time, right? No, they embarrassed you.
Pretty sure they
Well, no. They did kind of fuck us up, but we came to a mutual agreement.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and they're men of their word. So,
You want to do a flashback?
no. I'm gonna have to go back on YouTube and find.
No. We'll make Mike do it.
Hey, lad, I'll go to the dwarf who paid the gold. I'll be like, hey, lad, what's your name? And I'll go to shake his hand.
His name is gonna be Clausevan.
Say that again?
Clausevan. My friends call me Klaus.
Klaus. Nemo, thank you for your generosity. I apologize.
You're welcome.
When the lad did not say the price of the individual, but only the price of the total, and then charged us more the second time, you can see where my confusion was.
Yep. No offense. Outsiders. Yeah. We see it a lot.
I'm sorry, who's an outsider? That's where the insult really got me. Calling me a man of the East. Or the West, where the fuck ever we're not from. I'm from everywhere.
He like
I've spent many a time on this coast.
takes the back of his hand and like guides the pitcher to your hand. Take a sip. He means no insults by it. This is a common trick by the shop owner.
Can I see if he slips something in it?
Yeah. Roll a perception check.
You seem like a good crew. Where have you been sailing?
Oh, well, we just got back from the Graviturgist archipelago. Looking for something down there, but it's weird. We had to rush back. The seas they're uneasy. The weather is not predictable. I guess we're gonna stay at port for a while. So, we're on pass. Let's drink! And he slams in the middle of the conversation. You see everybody just start to fucking pound beers.
I got a nat 20 for a 31.
Okay, yeah, he didn't slip anything in it.
Okay.
Actually, I would say with a natural 20, you would see that this guy is just trying to not kill his butts. He doesn't want anything to happen because he's pretty happy, you know? So
Okay.
So he's being one of
Something
those.
I would have done, so.
Yeah. But yeah.
Was the bard song good?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't long.
Okay.
I mean, he tried.
Like he just fucking made it up?
Not necessarily, but I mean, he just didn't know a lot of the tale.
Fair enough.
Can I walk over to the two dwarves?
Yeah.
And when I get up there, I'm trying to think, I don't know if I'd recognize the one I took it from.
Are you still
Anyway.
having the symbol out?
Yeah, I want to kind of just take it off my head or my neck and just go, I think this was yours. I just put it in, just drop it.
Connell, tell him I said hi.
They can hear you, Dorspira.
Did they say hi back?
They haven't said anything yet.
Let me know if they say hi back.
Grab it. One of the guys says, "Oi," but it's like come on, get this right,
I'll be honest.
What are you doing?
We were kind of assholes last time.
Kinda.
Sorry about that.
A beer solves everything.
He's buying.
Ooh.
I'll point to Dorspira.
Hi! Both of them. Say hi to you then.
Okay, what's that gonna put me back? Nine copper. Did we figure out that debacle? Or 9 silver.
Yeah, there's only 2. If you're gonna buy them each a pitcher, it would be 6.
Yeah.
Is there a way the bar set up? Is there a way behind the bar?
No, it's not a big place.
Okay. I want to keep watching where he puts the money.
All right. I get.
Lads, you think maybe we should get back to the boys and Lady Marlowe?
We probably should. We've kind of outstayed our welcome.
They're all warm.
Sorry for the ruckus, everyone! And I'll turn to leave. And resist any instinct I have. And just leave the bar.
As we get outside.
You two, Dorspira and Connell, as you see Nemo take that that pause in your step where
as you'll see that Nemo has a handful of coins in his hand, just tightly white knuckled fisting it, and then he just puts it back in his pouch and walks out.
Yeah, and there's almost
I will drop a gold on the table. On the bar, out of principle, and then I'll walk out.
Okay.
As we get outside, I just want to be like, oh, shit, I forgot something. One sec, boys. I want to head back in and slip on the ring,
Okay.
Oh
or
god.
and go invisible.
All right.
I really wanted to punch that bartender in the face.
You should have.
I really wanted to.
At that point, you guys don't see Connell anymore. What are you
Oh,
doing?
fuck.
I want to head in, and I want to definitely make way up over the bar,
Okay.
and just grab a little bit of coin.
All right.
Just enough to cover what he overcharged us. Not,
Yeah.
I don't want to rob him. Just
give me a stealth check.
A nice city.
With advantage because you are invisible.
that'd be 32.
You wait until he walks down at the end of the bar. Couple guys come up. He's serving them. Hop over. You've been pegging where he's put the coin. You see like a wooden box, with dividers. There is a divider for platinum, gold, silver, and copper. The copper one takes up most of the chest because that is the most common thing for people that usually visit here. But you do see a handful of gold, probably 25 pieces of silver, and 100 pieces of copper.
I would like to take 2 gold,
Okay.
and yeah, there's no other way to do that. All right, never mind. Then I'll leave
Hop over.
as soon as I slip out the door. Ring will pop back on, or I'll go uninvisible.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest, lads. Oh, hey, Connell. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect anybody to know me in there. It's been a while since I've been here.
I'm still not sure they did.
Well, either way, song was kind of catchy.
Also, should have overcharged us.
I'm not
I'll
sure.
hold
he
up the
did,
coins I took.
but he was an asshole. I guess we'll go meet up with Alton.
Make your
Yeah,
way-
can I etch just a little myriad symbol on the door?
The fuck?
Just like the door sill, not the door itself.
Okay. Yeah.
Real small.
Take like 2 big steps away from him. It's like I'm not with him.
Easy enough. Do that. You guys head back to the Cobalt Soul.
I guess so. Yeah. Hey, lads, let's remember that crew's name. That might come in handy later.
Oh, you mean the
Skyline something or other.
Skyline?
The Skyline. The crew of the Skyline.
I was actually with them for a bit.
Oh, really? That might help us. But wait, hold on.
Oh,
Like in a helpful way, or like
oh,
they don't need to know who you are.
the latter's probably better.
All right, we'll stick with that. I'll assume that's usually the case.
Yeah.
All right.
As you're walking back, the 3 of you make a perception check, please.
I love perception. I think it's not a big old goose egg because I got good perception. It's a 19. 10 on the
Big old
dot.
Goose egg for me.
So it's a 5 on the dice, which turns to 10, so 21. Rogue.
You guys see, you've all been here before. A man in Clovis Concord colors walk up to like a bulletin board and hang up now, like a new poster to it and walk off.
Oh no, we should probably, go check that our faces on those. It's a good chance, like 50-50 chance that one of our faces is on that.
Honestly, I put 75-25.
All right, let's go take a look.
It is an announcement for a ceremony appointing the heroes of Othmore, the Noctua, 30 days from this day.
God, our faces are. Wait.
There's
Oh,
no
I'm not
faces.
part of that, am I?
And it's
I'm not part of that.
It's
I actually didn't do anything with that. That wasn't me at all.
You were here in spirit.
I was probably somewhere with spirits.
I want to take the flyer.
you rip it off. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
For
I want
other
to take it.
other people to come to see it.
Well, I want Alton to see it.
We could just bring him here.
No, just bring it to him. Much easier.
Okay, well,
You
you
know
should
what it's
probably
like with books.
you should probably bring it back after though. If you want
I
anybody,
always bring
anybody
everything
to go.
back.
That's not true.
You don't need
I
an
gave
insight
back
check
that
for
symbol.
that. You know Connell.
I gave back that. I don't know. Would you call it Dawn Father?
You gave back the Dawn Father?
I don't know. Whatever it was, the necklace. I gave it back.
Sure. How long ago was that when you were here?
Probably going on about 3 years now.
I thought it was a year and a half.
About a year and a half.
Well, 3 years our time.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. All right. Alton, we're home.
Yes, I was just letting Bren know that Bren here's been helping me with some of my studies. We've established some books that I'll need. Bren, could you get my friend some tea, perhaps?
Oh yes,
Um,
yeah, you sure can, sure can. There. Woo. Right, yeah.
Can I lean into him? And I'll just kind of whisper to Bren. You know, for a copper or two, I probably can get an autograph or two.
And he puts a copper. You know. Yeah.
I just wanted to see if you would. And I'll just slide it back to him.
Don't say anything. On to tea. I got this. All right. And he marches down. You know, he's happy, man. You know,
Lads, were you, alas, were you successful in your endeavors?
Quite. I believe we still may need some time here in town to gather our wits. I could use a moment of research.
Fair. Now, we discussed before coming over here the possibility of sailing to the location of this said ship. Is that still on the table?
DM, before I say yes, before I yes and him.
Well, I think we determined last time that
There was like a big river or something that we could,
the
or I can't remember.
The Tyodan River runs from the south side of Port Damali all the way up the west coast of the Sirios Mountains. Depending on the ship size, you could at least get to the break where it forks. That would be dependent on going
The
past
character that
it-
sounds to me like a huge chunk of the trip.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah.
it'd be cool.
I agree. I think I've had enough of land travel for a while, and I might have found a crew who might be able to take us on that trip, depending on the boat size.
We're definitely free. We know that.
Oh yeah, they've got very little going on, and
Huh.
they might. And it sounds like ocean travel is not what they're keen on right now, so a trip upriver might do them well.
Well, it sounds like I'll have to get my old sailing gear back out. I hope it still fits.
Oh, and nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to see you in that outfit again.
I just want to try it on and see if it still fits, though.
Alton, when it fit, we ridicule you. The shorts are incredibly too short. You don't need that.
Are they white with blue stripes or blue with white stripes?
Well, I suppose that's up to a matter of opinion. And I don't think they're too short. You should see what the gentleman in my father's age used to wear.
Alton's legs have to be so white.
Veiny.
I have one question, and I hate to break up the RP, but
No, go ahead.
you guys put the orb in the bag of holding?
Yeah, but we had it surrounded in the netting.
All right, you have it in. You put the Jerusalem in the bag of holding. Alton,
Did we?
where is the bag of holding in your room right now?
I mean, I suppose it's probably on a hook near the door.
All right, like a coat hook. I would
Yes.
bet. Yeah, you're a wizard. You
Yeah.
probably have a lot of coat hooks in your room because robes.
Scarves, sashes,
Alton,
robes,
do you have
cloaks.
do we have the map? Do we have the map available?
Yeah, we
you
can
guys
pull the map out.
actually being here, I'm gonna say that any basic or even close to advanced lore maps that you want, now that you're in an archive of the Cobalt Soul, you could find from any timeline of the end of the Julius Dominion up to present.
The current map would be good for me.
Okay.
Ren, get me a map.
He looks at Alton for a second. He is literally scared of you when you say that to him.
Don't look at him, lad. Look at me.
Okay.
It's okay, Ren.
That pause. He's like,
Yeah.
And then he's more intimidated. He goes, and
Well,
yeah.
While he's getting the map, Alton, look what we found. And I'll slap down the announcement.
Now, announcement says, a ceremony for the heroes of Othmore. And I'm sure there's a lot more like elaborate words. But I will say that all of you are probably peeved at the size of the poster and probably the lack of like drawing or anything.
Does it have their names on it?
It does say the Noctua because they were
No, but does it
Noctua.
have their individual names?
No.
Okay.
And if you wanted to make a case, Brightbeard, or probably even Tushar, even though Tushar is not comedy, but he's more literal, he's probably posted in his days in the Guard a lot of wanted posters. There is just the verbiage is different between the ceremony poster and one that you would see of like a guy. Actually, on a wanted poster, they even put a picture, like a rough drawing.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, it's effort.
It's like if they knew who we were, then they'd want to come see. But anybody who doesn't know is gonna be like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah, it's like a local band poster, like at the Guitar Center on the back wall, past all the gear that you only see when you go to the bathroom.
Alton, you want to do me a favor? Would you sign right here? Right where it says Noctua?
Of course. Well, my usual.
I'll sign it as well and just kind of pass it around.
Anything else?
I wasn't part of this. Do you want my?
You're not part of the Noctua?
No, I mean I wasn't when. I'm just gonna start like saying I wasn't when we all did this. So, and I'll just start signing Captain Nemo Reginald Brightbeard. Cannon.
So between this session and next session, I want you guys to send me a picture of your signatures for your characters, because I feel like this poster now has to be made if I know where you're going. All right, just saying. Yeah, Tushar. Does Tushar sign it?
I offer it.
I mean, if he's there, I don't know if he's in the room with
Yeah,
Alton. He might
well-
be back with.
Yeah, that's your call. If you're hanging upstairs or if you're downstairs.
I think he would still be upstairs for a while until it's like nighttime or something. Or if someone comes and says, "Hey, you wanna whatever."
Yeah, we can do
I mean, you would hear us come. We'd be loud.
that. Yeah, that's a good point.
We're not sober.
And yeah,
You might say
oh,
we come
actually,
loudly.
speaking of that, con saves for you three. I want to know how drunk you are. I'm all about day drinking.
+3.
+3.
Good thing. 10.
10.
23.
Yeah.
I also was at +3, got a 23.
All right. So you two.
Dwarven resilience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guy
And
who speaks Dwarven resilience.
Connell, you're fucking ready to go. You're ready to.
It kind of makes sense why you're doing all this
at that
shit.
Point where you like you walk into the Cobalt Soul with like your arms around, saying how much you love these guys, like, woo! You know, like you're at that point.
When he comes
I'm a
back
big
with the
nooner.
when he comes back with the maps, I do want to look at Bryn again and be like, okay, Bryn. Now, and I'll point to we're going to where's the mountains that we're going to? Where this fucking ship supposedly is?
It's called.
right?
Yeah.
Pride's Call.
Pride's
Oh,
Call,
Pride's
yeah.
Call. Yeah.
And I
Now,
will
Bren.
say that Bren is like a step ahead of you when it comes to maps. And
Okay.
all of you
I want-
pick this up.
All right, everyone. Oh god, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Bryn, I want all the information you have on Pride's Call and the Sirius Mountains.
And we need to know about hidden caverns, specifically
Anything that
anything you got on silkworms. I'll take.
He
Anything that
says,
mentions a ship.
he says, sorry, hold on. And he like steps out for one, like probably 10 seconds. You can hear his feet running down the hallway. They stop. A door opens. A door closed. Comes back to you.
Seems like a nice guy.
And he has a book. All right, I'm ready to pull an all-nighter for you guys. Oh man, this is awesome. I'm ready. You know, this dude.
All right.
I want you guys
Brent.
to
Brent,
realize
listen,
that
focus.
you're dealing with a
Focus,
Justin
Brent.
Bieber fan. All right.
Bryn, focus, Bryn. Look at me.
Yeah.
You do this for us, and you're successful.
Yeah.
We don't just let anyone do these kind of things for us. You do this, and you are a member, junior member of the
Deputy.
Noctua. Deputy member, associate. You're an associate of the Noctua.
Intern.
Intern, associate. Interim, like
I've been practicing for this moment.
temporary
And he,
associate.
he looks at.
Here's a little more incentive, and I'll slide over the poster that everyone signed.
No. Wait.
Now, Bryn, when you're done with this, we'll need you to sign this.
I've been practicing.
And now tell a soul.
I've been practicing. Can I show you, Mister?
What are you practicing?
I think that if you guys would give me
What
a
are you about to
chance,
show us?
I could be a beneficial member to you. And he's gonna put the book up and you
Hold
see him-
on. I want you to tell me what you're doing.
But I'm just doing what I've read the.
All right, I like the initiative. Go.
You see him like close his eyes. I would say Connell and Alton, you pick up the lingo, like the cadence change in his voice. Alton, you probably get that like smile across your face as his eyes close, and he says just a few basic words, and the book levitates off of his hands, and he uses his other hand as he continues it, and the pen goes to the book. And Alton, you know he's using basic gravity magic to control the book and the pen. And he's like, all right. Can I be a member? All right, tell me what
Can I
to do. I'm pulling an
prestidigitation
all-nighter.
smoke?
Yeah.
Get us all of the information. And if we survive what's to come, sure, whatever.
So, what information would you like? I'm writing this down.
I want
'cause-
all information on Pride's Call, the Sirius Mountains, anything to do with a ship buried or anything buried underground there, subterranean caverns,
Ground level village covering up the mountains.
underground creatures we might encounter,
Silkworms.
Rumor
things
of
that live in the
any-
Underdark.
Yeah, rumor of
Geothermics.
any civilizations, people.
Information on classical power systems for airships, and any sort
this
of
is- This has to be more than just an airship.
mythos on guidance between interplanetary constructs, and also anything on boiled toffee, hard candies.
I'd like to take like an hour of this whole conversation to argue with Alton about the mechanics of how like a regular ship works and then an airship works and the shit you would need to have a ship go beyond that. Like,
Hey, Tim, I love you.
Hmm?
That's what I was looking for. I want you to make a persuasion check on Alton.
Andy,
Sure.
quick. While this is all going on, I want Dorspirit to slip out and find the Moonweaver statue area, whatever.
Okay. I'm going to say that with the exuberance of Bren and the amount of information that you guys are,
28.
you want, it is probably pretty easy. I did say maybe Connell will check you as you like step out of the room, but Connell,
I would give him an ice.
Wait, and I'm gonna say with you going wizard, and you seeing this little fucking young dude do graviturgy and trying to press all in and spotting it and the big picture, you're not gonna stop.
No, I would look over just to like give him the eye look, like, you good?
Nodding.
Easy enough. And we'll get to that because I'm going to end the session with you, Dorspirit. So, 28 persuasion. Alton, I want you and Alton and Connell to roll intelligence checks. I want Tushar. I want you to roll wisdom, and I want Marlo to roll wisdom. And I'm going to say with not Dorspirit, with Brightbeard's passion when he's talking about this, really it makes you want to gather as much. Like the way Brightbeard is talking.
Brightbeard is proficient in land and water vehicles. He knows some magical shit, so he's just kind of going off what he knows with his sailing.
So all of you get advantage because that roll. My DC was 25. If you beat the DC that I set for this moment, which I was hoping would happen, but I wasn't sure. So I'm really happy you did it. Because I got.
Is it straight rolls?
No, yeah.
No, like just like a straight like intellect. I mean, like there's no
With your
modifiers or anything.
proficiency, I want you to think of it this way. Nemo right now is in his best captain speech about gathering information and knowing. So I want 2 wisdom based. So Tushar and Marlo get wisdom plus you're both proficient in wisdom, right? Because of your classes. So you add your proficiency, and then Connell and Alton will be intelligence plus proficiency. Because this isn't
I rolled
really as
sub
much
10.
as a single skill check as a whole gather of your skill check from one attribute. So with advantage, Alton.
I rolled sub 10 on both of them. So
You gotta add
with
your.
the-
All right.
What's that?
You gotta add your proficiency too.
Yeah. So with that, 11
Okay.
or a 13.
A 13. Connell, what's your int check?
I got a 13.
Okay. Wisdom, guys.
Wait, Alton, wouldn't you be 17? Int check plus your proficiency? It was 12 plus 5.
Marlo?
15 plus
I mean, I
10
already
is a
added.
25.
Tushar?
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So, this is what happens. Brightbeard, you are so fucking persuasive that you are distracting Connell and Alton. Like, they're paying less attention to the map and the knowledge that they have gained and more about your speech. And you guys are, like, starting to get, like, almost pumped up like a high school football team. Connell, maybe not so much Alton. He's more of like, he's like, oh, we can do this. Like, you get the feeling that
You were right, Mike.
you know that you're gaining knowledge, but you're not paying attention to what's happening. And Brightbeard, as you are doing this, you see your wisdom guy and gal start to look at the map. And as you're doing this speech and really trying to influence the guys to focus, you're not only doing that, but you're spinning it around based on the shooting star that forced you, that pushed you to see Alton, and rotating and the flux. Marlo, you're the first because you have the Wanderer background, and I fucking want to abuse this. But you start picking up where your orb that you got from the druid was found, which you can pinpoint in the middle of the Sirius Mountains between Hoth and Phelan, just southeast of Othmore is where the edge of the vineyards. Tushar, you're looking at this. You with your partner. Hey, you knew your partner was heading up the mountains from Diastock to Volatim because there was an attack or a disturbance that all of you were in Diastock, right?
That's where I met everybody.
Yeah. So all of you had that one brief side quest brought to you of a disturbance in the mountains, and you guys decided to go to Zadash, and Aaron went up the mountains to scout it out. And then he headed north, sent you another message saying, I'm finding shit. Right? So you spin the map around, and you look, and you line it up. Nemo, Alton, do you have an astrology map? Like a map of the sky? I would imagine you would.
Absolutely.
So what I'll say is, as this is happening, Nemo's like, hey, I need this map, or I need this map. And Connell and Alton are having this like side discussion invested in this, and blindly Alton pulls the map out, and Nemo, you look at it and you trace where you saw it, and there are 5 main points that line up. The wisdom people, you gather these 5 are important for a reason. And you now know that you have 3 of them within the building. You have 1 in your bag, and you have 2 in the research room. So you gather that there's 2 more north, closer to Pride's Call, closer to the tunnels that you were told about. You know,
We have 3, and there's 2, and there's 5 total.
Well, you have one in your bag.
Yeah, but collectively around here we have 3.
There's 2 of these orbs that are now active.
Alton, I know this may seem dangerous, but I think maybe we should take those with us.
All the ones contained in the research area?
Aye, the very same. They're doing no one good here, except making them ill. And I think they play an integral part in either accessing or starting whatever transport we're going to be using. Something in my gut, not in my brain.
I think we need a safer way to transport them.
What?
Some sort of lead box.
Could we replicate the net?
Could we transfer the net, the enchantment on it, into something else?
Seems to have worked for the druid's house.
We have access to the teleport, right? Perhaps a quick pop into Zadash.
What do we need there?
Not what, but who?
Skamos?
No, Pumat.
Damn.
Weren't they
He's the only one I met.
Weren't they really engaged the last time we were there? Like
Yeah, they were.
Do you think maybe we send him a message, see if he could get us one?
Do we have a way of sending him a message? I can send shortwave messages, that's about it.
Our friendly wizard here, friend, probably can.
I'll have to see. I don't have it prepared. Perhaps.
But if we have the ability, maybe we could get Pumat to come here.
I don't know if he'll leave his house.
I mean,
I don't know if you'll get him to come here, but you may be able to get him to go to Pride's Call, because, you know, if I recall, he was interested in the silkworms.
Oh, he was, yes. I remember this clearly.
Yeah. He told you
guys. He would not shut up about the silkworms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Perhaps an exchange, then. A nice changing of enchantments. Transfer, as you say, to maybe a box that could hold all of these pieces of Ruidus.
Ren, do you have a lead box here?
We could have one crafted, I'm sure. It's a large city.
I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the underworkings, but I mean, I don't see why we couldn't find it. I mean, lead box is kind of simple, you know.
We need one that fits at least 5 of those orbs.
What orbs?
No orbs, Brent. Forget you heard anything.
Make a hand size like this.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you guys could find that here. I'm also
we don't want to find it, Brent. We want you to find it.
And remember, everything is
Someone give him some money.
Both of you, persuasion.
Okay.
First. Oh man, I only rolled a 9, so that's what is that? That's
27.
18.
Yeah. I'll try not to disappoint.
Aye, good.
Oh, I got.
We're sure you won't, lad.
You see the look in his eyes where he realizes he has to find out all of this information and obtain a fucking lead box for you guys. And he's like,
right.
Where's the monster?
So, we get to transfer of enchantment to a lead box that can fit all of these. Bren, you can leave now.
Oh. And he gets out the door, and he reaches back, and he grabs his notebook and his, with his Graviturgist.
The door shuts. All right, we get an enchantment on this lead box that can hold all pieces of Rudis that we find.
Do we need an enchantment on it, or should just the lead box work?
I think we need to take all precautions. Nobody wants to rip those fiery fucking pieces of metal out of their body again.
Oh.
We get the enchantment. We get the box. We get all the information we can. I'm pretty sure with my savvy pirate ways I can get us transport at little to no cost.
I mean, we can always get one if you're willing to sell it.
We need more of a, I mean no offense, more of a seasoned crew than our lot. But I'm fairly confident with my pirate sailor's background that I'll be able to get us some accommodations. We sail up the river as far as we can sail. We offer reward to any crew who might want to come with us.
Can we betray them?
No. What? No. God, no. I mean, unless we have to. But honestly, we should probably look out for that if they're going to betray us. That's a common thing you should look out with pirates.
Absolutely. Betray them before they betray us.
If we must, yes. We're getting off topic here, though.
I'm going to have to print so many minis.
We go up the mountain. We find the entrance at Pride's Call. We collect whatever silkworms we can for Pumat. But that's secondary to our primary mission. We go into the mountains. Probably die a horrible death. And the world is destroyed. But if we survive, we find the ship. We fly to Rudis. We kick its ass. And try to figure out how we get back before we die. I think that's everything.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
It's simple, really, when you lay it all out like that.
Like Alton said, we can't lose.
And that's where we pan that conversation. And the camera zooms back in to like the beautiful night skyline of Port Damali as Door Spirit walks to the center of Port Damali, where the I don't know what the right term is, altar of the Moonweaver, like a
sanctuary.
Yeah, and it's cool in the sense where there's a couple bridges to go to it, but in the center it's encased in water and it shoots up and has the moon, like, and Door Spirit, as you walk towards it, it starts to glow that like deep purple that the moon can just shade. You notice the flickers, faintly. A commoner wouldn't notice that, but you might not see it. It's more of a connection. You make your way over to it. See one younger female, probably out past her bedtime, still like, staying busy, sweeping up, shit, cleaning it up, making it look nice, doing the nightly chores as you approach it.
in my most trying to be normal way, I give her a smile, but I have a feeling it'll come off a little. Not because I'm awkward in this case, but because I'm unsure of how I feel, so I can't even really put on a facade.
Right. She acknowledges you, and I would say she would probably try to give you your time with it and not be a distraction.
I just gonna look up, and the first thing I'll say is, "How's Owlton?"
Are you using any of your?
Do I have anything? Can I talk to her?
Where's Owlton?
How does one paladin?
Where is Owlton? Because I don't.
I gave him to that dude.
The pregnancy guy. That guy?
No. It was
the old guy up at the watchtower, right?
The watchtower.
Oh,
yeah.
the
old
dwarf.
druid.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, the dwarf.
You feel warmth, like you feel security, at the same time as you feel separation anxiety. And I'd probably say that it's equally your separation anxiety from Owlton and Owlton's separation anxiety from you, because you got it.
Yeah.
But he's meh. He's okay. He's not, he'd rather be with you.
Yeah. I'm really imagining like a teenage Alton when I come home. She's gonna be like really pissed off and hanging out in his bedroom. It's not ideal.
That's just how teenagers are, dude. Let
Yeah,
me
exactly.
tell you, I come home with a smile on my face, say hi to my teenage daughters, like, hey, how'd you have a good day? And they're like, all right, I'm going to my bedroom. So, yep.
Exactly. Yeah, he's gonna crawl up on his perch and just like not talk to me, but it's fine. I'll get there. No, so all right, that's fine. I don't know. I'll eventually figure out. I don't think I can commune with her other than. Okay, well.
I'm telling you, if you want to do this.
I'm just gonna tell her. It feels wrong and weird without her guiding light even in the day, but I feel like I've found a group of people that really make me belong, and I know what's coming and I know what we have to do, but I'll gladly sacrifice myself if they can go on, and whatever that means for her and for the group.
You feel the connection's weak.
Mm-hmm.
Pain is real. And then the visual that you could have, you start to make it, and you get almost to her, and then in the right ear, they need you. And you need to be there. You are my hero. I give you my last blessing. and like, as you have that series of like almost like word drive, because that's how I feel you would connect with Moonweaver, is like that strand kind of purple and blue and white lights, you know, as you come out of it. You don't notice it, but the little girl comes around the corner. Your eyes are completely white. She's hurting. She's trying.
I'm just gonna. Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna kind of weakly, reach out and realize I'm not really grasping anything and put my hand down.
You have a real connection. That is cool. The little girl says as she scatters away from you.
Yeah, again, I just kind of put on that half smile, and nod.
Yep, and let's end it there. I didn't realize it was 12 o'clock. I'm sorry, guys. It's Tuesday. It's late. Yeah. It's been like, 6 weeks since we played, I feel. So, like, I just want to keep...
Been a while.
So, fucking A. I like it. We have a new 4-shot starting this Saturday. So, tune in to that, and we'll be back.
The Wayward Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Next Tuesday is Sen of Shadows. So we get back into our regular routine. I like it. Thanks for joining
Plus,
us.
you can always like and subscribe to see them when we come
Like and
online or anything
subscribe.
like that. Or you can go back and watch the previous 4-shot, which was pretty cool.
We're calling this a Mike and Mike from now on.
Like and subscribe.
Make
Mike
sure you
and
hit that
subscribe.
notification bell so you get notified when we come online.
See
I'm going to bed. I love